Are you tired of the rat race and ready to live off the land? Well, buckle up Buttercup, because we've got the ultimate guide to going off the grid. Step 1. Research and choose a location for your off-grid homestead. And no, your backyard in the suburbs doesn't count. Step 2. Invest in land that has access to water, fertile soil, and adequate sunlight. Bonus points if it has a killer view. Step 3. Invest in a reliable source of energy such as solar panels or wind turbines. Because let's be real, no one wants to live in the dark ages. Step 4. Build a sustainable living structure such as a tiny home, yurt, or earthship. Because living in a cardboard box is so last year. Step 5. Install a septic system and well, or find alternative means of waste management and water sourcing. Because no one wants to live next to a stinky, dirty pond. Step 6. Invest in a means of food production such as a garden, greenhouse, or animals. Because who doesn't love fresh eggs and homegrown tomatoes? Step 7. Learn basic skills such as gardening, animal husbandry, and preservation techniques. Because you don't want to be that person who kills all their plants and animals. Step 8. Invest in tools and equipment necessary for homesteading. Because you can't build a house with just your bare hands and good intentions. Step 9. Create a plan for emergency situations and have backup resources in place. Because life is unpredictable and you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Step 10. Learn about the local climate, weather patterns, and natural hazards. Because you don't want to build your house on a flood plain or in a tornado alley. Step 11. Create a plan for off-grid communication and stay connected with other off-gridders or emergency services. Because you don't want to be completely isolated in case of an emergency. Step 12. Learn about local laws and regulations regarding off-grid living. Because you don't want to get slapped with a fine for living too off the grid. Step 13. Create a budget and plan for long-term sustainability. Because you don't want to run out of money and end up back in the rat race. Step 14. Learn about permaculture and sustainable living practices. Because you want to live in harmony with nature, not destroy it. Step 15. Get to know your neighbors and build a support network. Because who doesn't love a good neighbor? Step 16. Learn to be self-sufficient and reduce dependency on external resources. Because you don't want to be that person who can't change a tire. Step 17. Learn basic first aid and emergency preparedness skills. Because you don't want to be that person who dies of a minor cut. Step 18. Develop a plan for dealing with pests and predators. Because you don't want to be overrun by critters. Step 19. Learn about wild edible plants and medicinal herbs in your area. Because foraging is the new black. Step 20. Continuously educate yourself and adapt to new challenges and opportunities. Because life is always changing and you don't want to be left behind. So there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to going off the grid. Remember, it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. Happy homesteading. Please note that this list is a general guide and may not be fully applicable or feasible depending on your specific location and situation. Additionally, before taking any steps towards going